For 2 years, Keli Mornay had a tumultuous relationship with her ex-boyfriend and father of her youngest child, Brixx. Unfortunately, that relationship ended in tragedy. Keli's parents sat down with me to share Keli's story from their perspective. They hope to shed light on an often hidden problem that impacts many right here in our own community.
Keli was the light, bright, just like Keli.
He was so happy.
He was the light of our lives, you know.
The epitome of
joy.
The bright lights of 34-year-old mother of 3 Keli Mornay and her 7-month-old son Brixx were extinguished in one night during an act of domestic violence.
She had a protective order in place, which he had been served with. She had a 6-foot wrought iron gate with a lock that evidently he hopped or whatever to get in the yard. So with all those, precautionary measures that she had taken to protect her children and herself, it didn't matter. He still found a way because he was just that angry that he did not have any more control.
The issues between Keli and her ex-boyfriend Byron Johnson came to a head on that night in June, but her family says the situation had been escalating for some time.
There was an incident at her home where he came to her house and he beat her up and took the baby.
According to court documents, that incident happened less than 2 weeks before Keli and Brixx were killed.
Y'all show up over here. You and the cops show up over here, and we gonna have a repeat on our team.
You just heard audio from a recorded phone call between Keli, Byron, and Biloxi police the night of the kidnapping.
If me and the cops show up over there, we're going to have a repeat on I-10. He's talking about that baby that got killed.
You can hear the perpetrator threaten a repeat of an incident that took place on I-10 back in May, where a 3-month-old baby was killed during a standoff between his father and the police. Luckily, in this case, police were able to negotiate with Johnson, and baby Brixx was returned safely to Keli. However, it's what happened next that haunts Keli's parents.
He was never arrested that night. He was not held at the hospital for the 72-hour psychiatric, evaluation. And it makes no sense. He had priors. He had a prior history of abuse.
The Pattersons believe the handling of this incident gave way to the murder of Keli and Brixx.
If he'd have been in jail during that time period, he wouldn't have had that opportunity during that week to go and kill her.
On June 6th, Renata woke up to a phone call from her eldest grandson. She didn't answer it in time.
I tried to call him back. He wasn't answering. And then I called her phone, and the perpetrator answered. And he said, "I just killed your effing daughter." And he said, y'all tried to play me. Now I'm playing y'all. I was just like, "Byron, where are my babies?" And he said, "They're about to be dead, and so am I."
Robert and Renata raced to Keli's home.
When we get to the corner, it's like a movie scene. There's police cars everywhere.
Upon arrival, details were scarce, but they were reunited with their 2 eldest grandsons, Aliano and Giovanni. The group waited to hear word from police.
The younger one, the 10-year-old, he started crying. So I asked him again, I said, "Dio, what happened?"
He said he shot
And he
my
said,
mom.
"He shot my mom." I said, "Did you see it?" He said, "Yeah, I saw it."
Keli was pronounced dead on the scene, and baby Brixx later died at a local hospital.
At least 5 times a day, sometimes more, I hear this voice in my head that says, "You really killed my daughter and my grandson.
Yeah.
How could you do that?"